Hello, my name is Shyla, and today I'm going to be guiding you through a chair yoga sequence. Chair yoga is excellent for those who have low mobility, and it's also just a great way to invite some nice gentle stretching into the body. Before we begin our chair yoga today, I would just like to say that yoga is not a substitute for any medical diagnosis, attention, or treatment. And so please consult a physician before beginning any type of physical activity program, including yoga. Okay, so before we start today, we are going to be needing just a couple of things. Of course, we are going to be starting in a chair, so if you could find a comfortable chair around your home in a comfortable space, that is always a great start. Then we are going to be needing a couple of pillows. And I'm just going to be setting them directly in front of my chair and placing my feet on top of the pillows. This is just to create a nice, stable, comfortable foundation with our feet, okay? And then today I'm going to be using a couple of yoga blocks, but if you don't have yoga blocks, that's okay. You can use a couple of books, and you can also use a couple of Tupperware containers as well. Okay, so once you've grabbed your books or your Tupperware containers, you can just set them directly in front of the pillows. Okay, so once we've set the blocks or the Tupperware containers or the books in front of the pillow, I just want you to make sure that when we scooch our butt to the middle of the chair, that when we extend our leg, our heel and our toes touch the supports, okay? Just to make sure that we have them in the correct spot for our practice today, okay? So then we're just gonna come back to center, sitting back comfortably in our chair. Let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's do one more. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And just taking these first few moments to allow yourself to arrive onto your chair and into your body today. Softly closing the eyes if they already aren't. And just finding that connection to your breath. Noticing how it feels to breathe today. And just allowing the breath to bring you into the present moment and into your body today. Continuing with the eyes closed. Let's begin to check in with our medicine wheel today. Using the 4 aspects of self, our mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical self. So just taking these few moments to check in with each of these quadrants. Noticing how you're feeling, how you're doing. And not trying to change anything at all, but just allowing yourself to arrive as you are. Continuing with that breath. And once you're done checking in with your medicine wheel, let's meet at the bottom of our next exhale. To begin inhaling through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. And just come back to your natural cycle of breath. Taking a moment to notice if there's been any shifts. Perhaps not. And when you feel ready, slowly begin to open the eyes, to come back into the space, into the room. And once you've opened your eyes, perhaps you'd like to invite some gentle movement, starting with the wrists, making some circles. And then maybe you'd like to roll your shoulders up towards your ears, back and down your spine, doing a couple of circles, going towards the front, followed by a couple of circles going the other way. Just nice and gentle movement. Perhaps you'd like to then extend the legs. Just give a couple of circles with your ankles going one way. And then a couple of circles with your ankles going the other way. Excellent. And when you're finished, let's bend the knees and place the feet back onto our pillows. And let's take a deep breath in together. And a deep breath out together. From here, let's slowly begin to adjust our butt on the chair to just a little bit forward, probably about midway on our chair. From here, we're going to begin by doing a couple of neck rolls. So let's drop the chin to our chest. And whenever you're ready, you can start rolling out the neck. Doesn't matter which side that you start. Perhaps you'd like to go a little bit slower, rolling the neck, taking this nice mindful movements. Just waking up the neck, noticing how the neck is feeling. And once you've done a couple of circles going one way, then just make sure that we do a couple of circles going the other way. Perhaps noticing where you're feeling some sticky spots, some tension, some tightness, some uncomfortability. That's okay. And once you've done a couple of circles, bring your chin back to your chest and slowly begin to rise the head. From here, let's begin to extend our arms parallel to the floor, palms to face Mother Earth. And we're just going to be doing a couple of slow, gentle circles with our arms, waking up the shoulders here. And maybe slowly isn't really what you're wanting today. Maybe you'd like to speed it up just a little bit, so then perhaps you do that as well. And once we've done a couple of circles going towards the front, let's switch it up and go do some circles towards the back. Feeling the shoulders starting to burn a little bit. Keep going. 2 more. Excellent. And then let's release our arms, shake out our shoulders. Maybe you'd like to do a couple of neck rolls, maybe some shoulder rolls. Anything that feels good here. And then we'll come back to center. So I'd like you to place your hands on top of your knees here. We're going to do some seated cat-cows. So on the inhale, I'd like you to think about arching your back. Rolling the shoulders back and down the spine, lifting the chin just a little bit. We don't want the head to hang back, so just lift the chin slightly. And then on the exhale, I want you to think about rounding the spine, bringing your chin into your chest. On the inhale, we're going to arch the back, chest opens, chin lifted. And on the exhale, round the spine, chin into our chest. Inhale, arch the back, lift the heart. Exhale, round the spine, chin into chest. Let's do a couple more. Inhale, lift the chest, open the heart. Exhale, round it out. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, round it out. One more set. Inhale, lift the chest, open the heart. Exhale, round it out. Inhale, let's come back through center. We're going to do a couple more. So on the inhale, I want you to reach your arms open, palms to face the front of the room, shoulders roll down the back. Think of puffing up the chest here. And then on the exhale, I want you to give yourself a hug, crossing your arms over one another around the spine. Inhale, open up. And on the exhale, we're going to switch arms this time. Inhale, open up, lift the chest. Exhale, switch arms, give yourself a hug around the spine. Inhale, open up. Exhale, one more hug, switch arms. Inhale, let's come back through center. Placing our hands back on our thighs or our knees. Maybe you need a couple of shoulder rolls here. Maybe you need a couple more neck rolls. Anything that feels good here. And then we'll meet back at center. So from here, I want you to begin to inhale the arms up high to the sky. And on the exhale, we're going to twist towards the right. So I want you to bring your left hand on top of that right knee, bringing the right hand behind you. We're just going to take some deep breaths in here. And deep breaths out. Keep thinking about twisting through the core. And I also want you to think of rolling open that right shoulder. Maybe you'd like to gaze towards the right. If it feels okay in your body, maybe you'd like to take the gaze a little bit further, perhaps behind you. There's no right or wrong here. Deep breaths in. Deep breaths out. On our next inhale, slowly come back through center, bringing the arms up overhead. And on the exhale, we're going to twist the other way. Right hand on top of left thigh or knee. Left hand behind you. Again, twisting from the belly here. Think of rolling open that left shoulder. Deep breaths in. Deep breaths out. On our next inhale, let's slowly come back through center, bringing the arms up overhead. And on the exhale, release your hands back down or in your thighs or your knees. Inhale, let's reach the arms up overhead. And on the exhale, let's take a forward fold. Allowing our hands to perhaps rest on our shins, maybe beside the pillow, maybe on our ankles. Tucking your chin in towards your chest. Deep breaths in. Deep breaths out. Inhale, let's slowly begin to roll the body all the way back up. Let's take the arms up overhead. And on the exhale, let's do another forward fold. Allowing our belly to rest on our knees, on our thighs, tucking the chin in towards your chest. Keep using that breath. Inhale, let's slowly bring the body all the way back up, arms overhead. And then on the exhale, let's do one more forward fold. Deep breaths in. Deep breaths out. On our next inhale, let's slowly begin to draw the body all the way back up, arms overhead. And exhale, slowly release the hands, placing them back down on your thighs or your knees. Now from here, I'd like you to extend your right leg, bringing the heel of your foot on top of your block, your book, or perhaps your Tupperware container, okay? So we're just going to hang out here for a moment, noticing the stretch that we feel in our hamstring, perhaps in the back of our thigh, in the front of our thigh even. Taking some deep breaths here and some deep breaths out. And then from here, I'd like you to begin to point your toes so that your toes land on top of your supports. The heel is lifted, so we're flexing the foot here. Inhale, let's bring the foot back to the heel. And then exhale, we're pointing the toes onto our supports. Inhale to heel. Exhale to toes. Inhale to heel. Exhale to toes. Two more. Inhale to heel. Exhale to toes. Inhale to heel. Exhale to toes. Then from here, let's extend our legs straight, pointing those toes towards Father Sky. And just give your ankle a couple of circles going one way, and then your ankle a couple of circles going the other way. Excellent. Let's slowly bend the knee, place it back down onto our pillow. And then we'll do the other side. So let's extend our left leg, placing our heel on our supports, on our blocks, our books, our Tupperware. Just taking a moment to hang out here, feeling that first initial stretch, that sensation. And when you feel ready, flex the toes onto the block, onto the supports, and then coming back to the heel. Toes, Inhale to heel. Exhale to toes. Inhale to heel. Exhale to toes. Couple more. Inhale to heel. Exhale, toes. Heel. Toes. Heel. And toes. Coming back to the heel. And then begin to extend your leg, toes pointing towards Father Sky. And just give yourself a couple of circles going one way with the ankle. And then a couple of circles going the other way. Excellent. Let's slowly bend the knees and place the feet back onto the pillows. And from here, let's scooch our butt all the way back so that we're coming back into our chair, feeling that support from the chair. Closing our eyes. Let's take a deep inhale through the nose. And an exhale through the mouth. Let's do one more. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. And just allow yourself to find a comfortable final resting position here in your chair today. Softening your fingers, your toes. Allowing your legs to find some softness. Your shoulders to soften away from the ears. Taking a few moments to yourself here. Allowing the mind to take a back seat and inviting comfort, softness, and relaxation into the body, into the mind, into our spirit today. And slowly begin to deepen the breath. Taking a deep breath in through the nose, allowing the belly to fill on the inhale. And on the exhale, allow the belly to soften. Once you've taken a few deep breaths in and a few deep breaths out, perhaps you'd like to find some movement in the neck. Or maybe you don't want to start with the neck. Maybe you'd like to start with the fingers. Maybe you'd then like to start with the toes, but just any kind of movement feels good for you in your body today. Doesn't matter what it looks like. Once you've found that movement, And let's come back to center, keeping the eyes closed. Let's bring our palms together in front of us and just begin to rub our hands, creating some heat in between them. And then let's place our palms over top of our eyes, taking a deep breath in together and a deep breath out. Keeping the eyes closed, let's remove the palms from your eyes. And slowly begin to open your eyes when you feel ready. Coming back into the space. An option here to close out with your hands at heart center. Thank you for moving on the chair with me today, yogis. I hope you have a wonderful day.